Hello and welcome to this session on how to use Google Forms. Before using Google Forms, you need to create a Word document where you have listed out the information that you are going to add in Google Forms. So the title of my Google Forms is Google Classroom Accessibility and Usage Survey. So here, as you can see, I have listed out the information that I am going to collect using Google Forms, which is name, mobile number, email ID, all the Google Classrooms that the students have joined, and if they have not joined, the reason why. So what I will be doing is copying the title and then going over to Google Forms. This is the Google Forms page, and for a very simple form like this, you need to click blank and you get a page like this. Paste what you had copied under the title, and then you need to give some instructions. So it can be like this: kindly fill the form carefully. Okay, so we begin with adding all the details of the form, beginning with the name. Then once you give the name, it automatically detects that you have given an input for which they need to provide words, okay, which will be their name. And remember to check the required button here. Only then there will be a red asterisk which will be marked beside every question that you're asking. If you do not check this, if it is in this particular manner, then there is a lot of possibility where the students can miss out or they may not answer that particular question. Since this is a very important question, we have to check this required. Then we have the next input which we are going to ask them, which is a mobile number. You simply duplicate this and paste the requirement like so. And once you do that, again, can you find here, this is the response validation that the Google form automatically adds. Do not remove it, because this will be able to check whether what they are providing here is a number and not any other text. Again, the required button, if you check this once, then for every other question that you're creating, it will be checked. Then the next input we are asking for is their email ID. So we'll copy that and paste it over there. So if you want to enable email collection setting, you can just go to that. So automatically this Google form is going to collect email addresses. So coming to the mobile number, it is already entered, and you can find that the email address, valid email address, is already there right on top. Then the next information that we are asking is an important one, which is to list the Google Classrooms that you have joined. And you paste it here and see how nicely it is detecting. It automatically changes into paragraph. So they will simply keep listing all the Google Classrooms that they are a part of. With that, we come to the last question. If you have not joined Google Classroom, please identify the reasons. Let's paste that over here, and then we go to this particular tab and select check boxes so that they can select multiple options. So what I will do now is to copy and paste the options like so. No internet facility, very poor internet facility. So as you can see, you just need to copy and paste the options. So any other is already there, but there's one more option that we need to add. That is for those who have already joined Google Classroom. So we will make it not applicable, and in brackets write, I have joined Google Classroom. So the form is ready now. That will do. Now you can send this form, and I'm going to send it to my email ID. And send it. Okay, now you can also copy the link. Go to this link icon, shorten the URL so it will be less cumbersome, and click copy. Once you've done that, you can go to Google Classroom, you can paste it. So this is how we make use of Google Classroom, and if you need to access it, you have to go to responses, and right now no one has responded. We're waiting for one response. If you have sent this Google form to say 50 people, then it will show waiting for 50 responses. Okay, so this is where you find the response. Now if I want to view that, let me show you that also. So this is where I am receiving this Google form. There you go. I'm going to fill out the form now. So let me just enter one form only, one classroom only, and this is not applicable because I've joined Google Classroom, and I click submit. So when I do that, look what happens here. The entry is made. Okay, so this is how you can have a look at the total summary of all the responses. Google Forms will automatically summarize it for you. So there you go. This is how you make use of Google Forms, and it'll be a very useful tool, because if you look at the templates which are available, you can make use of all of these templates. Go to template gallery and click on it, and here you will find a variety of templates. And for instance, this one is very interesting, course evaluation. At the end of the course, end of the semester, you can send a form like this, customize it. Of course, all of these are just templates. You can customize it according to your requirements, and it will be very useful because the data will be stored, and the data will be statistically analyzed also by Google Forms, and it saves us a lot of trouble when we want to submit reports or prepare a report on important information related to education. So that's about it. Thank you so much for joining with me for this very small video on how to use Google Forms.